my dear friend Mariles Bustillo, the Senior Director of the Ayala Museum, and my favorite travel companion.
And this is Junie Del Mundo. He is the CEO of the largest stakeholder company in the Philippines called Ion, and he is also my favorite travel mate.
I started riding when I was living in Paris. And of course, the first thing is that I fell in love with the outfit. When I moved back to the Philippines in 1995, that's when I actually met Mariles.
My father was a rider, and I had my own interest in wanting to ride. So at about 15 years old, I decided I really wanted to ride and paid for my own riding lessons.
I saw a major article at the weekend section of the Financial Times. And then, of course, I heard about the Cotswolds from Miss Mariles. And then she said, well, it's in my bucket list.
Yes.
And so I became actually quite intrigued by it. And then as a result, I ordered the book. The foreword of the book was written by Jeremy Irons. And then actually that got me hooked into the idea of riding at the Cotswolds. There are several options. You can just only ride for 2 days, but we opted to ride for 4 days. And when we were also interviewing Zara and Charlotte, and basically for them, what triggered the creation of Stately Rides is actually their desire to show to people, especially those coming from the other side of the world, what the Cotswolds is all about, and to be able to introduce them to sceneries that people would otherwise not see if they are just going through the normal route.
Our hosts themselves are all horse people, and many of them would go off elsewhere to go on these riding trips in India and Africa, and so then they suddenly realize, why would we have to go so far when they have these beautiful surroundings that they could share with others? And I think that's when they all sort of got inspired.
And that's actually what, for me, made it very exciting and very interesting, is that we got to meet people who are so attached to their land, so attached to roots, and the love for horses and for hunting, and it's really a way of life. And that's, for me, is the best way to be introduced to a country and to its culture and to its people.
And I think the basic thing is, your start point for friendship is this thing about horses. It sort of equalizes the whole relationship.
It was an experience of a lifetime, in the sense that we met wonderful people, we saw beautiful country, we rode excellent horses, and I think that's what this sport is all about.
Basically, you know about the English countryside, but to see it and live it for yourself for about 4 days is really, I feel, a blessing. And we were also blessed with wonderful weather.
Yeah.
I mean, I had visions of, oh my God, I can just imagine riding in the rain and stuff like that. But no, it was sunny and glorious every day.
Yeah.
And I think it's a combination of all that. But as I always tell Junie, we're so fortunate we met really nice people who welcomed us to their homes, who gave us a glimpse of what it's like, their kind of life versus ours. And at the same time, to do it on horses that we both like. It was way beyond my expectations. So, I mean, I keep on telling friends that if they do ride, do something like this.
We included something again in our bucket list, to go to the Cotswolds during the hunting season and to be able to hunt. So that's another addition to our bucket list.